Hi, I'm Sasha Solette and you're watching the weekly Jump Off TV newscast. Following an anti-GUnit rally in New York where crowds were calling for 50 to be banned, Vida appeared on the Miss Jones in the Morning show on Hot 97 last week to set things straight. The rally came after word got out that 50 was at the alleged Tony Yayo backslapping a 14-year-old Lil Henchman 3 weeks ago. Mr. Jackson said on air that he has security camera footage of himself in his Connecticut home at the time in question and that his name is only attached to the story to make it newsworthy. 50 said that when it comes to civil suits, you need to worry about the GUnit and that the truth will come out in court. On the same Miss Jones show, 50 highlighted how Young Buck's recent attempts to make peace with the game and Jadakiss would result in him being removed from the GUnit family. In Young Buck's promotional appearances for Buck the World out 2 weeks ago, he has condemned the alleged actions of the Tony Yayo incident and defended his peacemaking gesture, saying, "I'm my own man." Violator CEO Chris Lighty laughed off talks of Young Buck being out of GUnit, saying, "It was just a late April Fool's joke." Young Buck has since announced the title of his follow-up mixtape, Buck GUnit. Oh, sorry. That was our late April Fool's joke. Ignited by the alleged backslapping of his manager's son, Lil Henchman, the game has dropped a diss track titled Body Bags, going at all the members of GUnit.
Bitch nigga put his hands on kids. Pull up that black van on his. No, this ain't ether. Nah, this ain't hit 'em up. This is a lot of dead bodies. Who gon' pick 'em up? YouTube banger, tell me how that clip tastes. You kissed the Keisha in the mouth. Tell me how my dick tastes.
Game also responded to Vida Guerra's apparent diss verse with a track titled Vida. They love it. That premiered on LA's Power 106 last week. I could quote you some of the lyrics, but he says nothing new and it would all be bleeped out anyway. Moving on from the GUnit newscast, reports surfaced on Monday that Shawn Jay, one half of Southern duo Field Mob, was arrested the previous week on charges of carrying a concealed weapon and resisting arrest. Shawn Jay, real name Sean Timothy Johnson, is due in court this week, but due to the nature of the charges, is not eligible for bail. Signed to Luda's DTP, Field Mob's recent album, Light Poles and Pine Trees, debuted at number 2 in the Billboard charts. Jay-Z's publicist confirmed that there was no truth to the ridiculous rumours about Jay-Z being the father of Trinidadian model Chanelle Scott's son. In recent months, pictures have been circulating in tabloids and over the internet, claiming that Jay-Z had paid Scott $1 million to keep his name off the birth certificate. In other Jay-Z news, Mr. Sean Carter is said to be close to doing an endorsement deal with champagne label Armand de Bruniac, aka Ace of Spades. There are also rumours recirculating from a Def Jam leak that he and Beyonce have finally agreed to tie the knot. On Friday, BET premiered its show, The Top 25 Dancers of All Time. Hosted by Chris Brown and choreographer Fatima Robinson, the list had James Brown in the #1 spot, Michael Jackson 2nd, and Big Daddy Kane 23rd, 2 places above Sierra. Many of the rankings and entries have caused somewhat of an uproar in the hip-hop dance community, as notable pioneers have been left out. Maybe they should have named it the Top 25 R&B Dancers of All Time, with a few rappers thrown in. You can see the full list on the Jump Off blog. In other news, Mobb Deep's Prodigy starts filming a new movie this spring called H.N.I.C, starring alongside several actors from HBO's The Wire. Fergie of Black Eyed Peas has sent flowers to Alanis Morissette after seeing her parody of My Humps and calling it brilliant. Now why can't 50 send the game a dozen roses? 3-6 Mafia have let the dogs out and marked their territory by urinating on a neighbour's wall in the premiere of their new reality TV show, Adventures in Hollywood. That neighbour was actress Jennifer Love Hewitt, and as a result, 3-6 were kicked out and moved to Bel Air. And finally, Cameron called in to Hot 97 the day after 50 and said he will be naming his new album Courtesy Curtis, and that he's also working on a sitcom entitled Curtis, which will be on the Diplomat's Koch YouTube channel. It's fair to say that thanks to YouTube, all hip-hop beefs will be televised and milked. You can keep up to date with all the news and gossip daily on jumpoff.tv. And come on guys, don't be stingy, leave comments and we will include them next week. I'm Sasha Solette and thank you for watching this week's newscast. one half of Southern... Timothy Johnson is due to... said to be close to doing an... NH... Yay! And... Oh yeah, happy Easter, guys.